it's
one
just
of the
like time and time again, it happens when there's such a great product and people don't like you said, Rewired like a couple days ago with like Nikola Tesla. He had like his electric vehicles ready and he had those planned out, but it didn't end up happening because of the
Sure.
Model T, you know? So like I'm saying, obviously I believe in this token, but if to play devil's advocate, if you will, what are the things that you saw in another token that you believed in? Like let's say even Bitcoin or Ethereum. Like if you compare the two, most people say that um, Ethereum is better. Some people say Bitcoin is better. When you compare that, like uh, what's a flaw that we could have? What's a similarity that we have with another token or even company um, that relates to our current situation?
Use case.
I mean, yeah, I
Anyway,
mean, I think honestly, like the biggest thing in my mind is that we still, if you look at the top 100 for this coin, it's still
Yeah.
heavily concentrated amongst a few things. Um, Trusting tech lead is very similar to trusting a central authority. We are really
Right.
trusting him
Of course.
not to dump his coins, right?
Yeah.
It's better than XRP, right? Where like the creators have owned 70%, but the fact that he owns 14%, 140K coins, and it waffles a little bit, I think it's something that needs to be addressed at some point. And I don't blame him for wanting to keep 14%. I know he wants to be a billionaire. If this thing goes high enough, he will be, right?
he did address that though. He did say he will be releasing some of his coins in certain points in
He said
certain.
he would be releasing and he would be funding the major wallets for the project. So
We don't need his coins. We need his money.
Yeah.
We
But
have
I
enough
mean,
coins.
Yeah,
What's
but I
that?
mean, if we're going to
I
be
think
honest,
Bill makes a fair point. So
yeah, if we're going to be honest, we do have to be aware of that fact. It's not. I accept it too. I bought this coin realizing that Tech Lead wins. He won a long time ago. It's just a question of how much and if I'm going to win too. But it is an issue. I do trust him. I think it will be solved. But it is something that is not good for the marketing. In all honesty.
of course.
Well, at least he's the one leveraging it. At least he's the one in control. I mean, better than a random person.
Yeah.
I mean, at this
I
point, you
guess.
got one choice: either you believe in this, or you don't.
Yeah.
Cut
A lot
your
of people
loss.
are on the fence, though. You have to admit, there's a lot of people on the fence, and that fence keeps getting closer and closer to some specific people.
And that's exactly the point.
Mm-hmm.
Your
People don't realize, they don't remember how they felt at the beginning. At the beginning, they felt confident, and now, as they're getting pushed into a corner, they forget about it.
Technology is eating them up. People are eating themselves, and
Yeah.
what's being tested here is your belief system.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that was being tested here. That I don't see, like, I mean, I'm holding to one color or to the moon. I mean, you got to make your own choice. I believe in the project. Either you believe in it or you don't. Call your losses and see what happens. There's only one way to find out. There's only one way to find out.
Yeah, I feel a little bit more bullish now when I saw that that whale is gone, and the price is still around 35, 40.
I couldn't see him. Yeah.
I feel more bullish. That's a good sign.
Yeah. And I want everyone to realize here too, right, that the days of pump and dumps are not behind us, right? I mean, if we get a bunch of buyers, I mean, this is going to continue for a while, as long as they can. But that's
it will be. Yeah, I mean, it's probably necessary. I mean, it moves the volume. It brings more attraction. Of course, it's harder for holders, but that exists almost in every market. So it's just a necessary part.
I think we should announce in the launch that we're in this that we're discussing, and that they can join this chat to listen. I think it will give them some more confidence when they hear us talking about this and discussing. Because I think it's better to hear somebody's voice than look at the memes or some.
Yeah, there's a lot of people panic.
We also got to look at like just the total sales that just came in. I mean, it's not that much money we're talking about, and we're already almost at 40. And we're talking about Let me add it up real quick. Oh, here's another $4,000 that just came in. 8, 9, 10, 11,
Oh,
12,
look!
13,
It's pumping!
14,
It's
15,
It's
16,
pumping!
pumping. It's pumping.
17, 18.
You
Yeah,
fucked
see,
up.
we're only at like 18,000 and it pumped that much. Think about when we get the volume when it comes back. This thing is not going to 20. This thing is probably not even going to hit 30. I mean, I would be surprised if it went down to 30. But
Yeah,
there is
man, the
I,
amount of
there's
times
so many
I've said
people.
this and I got burned. So just
I think
Yeah.
I think Philip here was just giving like he's just saying like the chance of it happening. Like it's not an impossibility.
No, before that video, he was talking. It was going to 0, and I'm like, this is not. That's not happening. Like, there's too many holders. There's too many people that bought at 50. There's too many people that bought at 60. It's spread
yeah,
out.
but
Yeah.
I mean, that is
it's
just
absolutely
absolutely
not at 0,
ridiculous.
not
I
0,
think
This
but
this
20
can't go to
20 is
0. First
possible.
off,
I think 20 is
I mean,
a possibility.
yeah,
you
there's no whales in here. Like that one whale did leave, and we saw that right away. But this small amount of money moved it that much. Think about when we get some kind of big marketing hit that's about to come, and I know it's about to come, then
it,
that volume is gonna pour in like crazy, and this thing is really gonna rock it up.
yeah,
So
that's what I'm
Tepper
thinking
is
too.
right in what he's saying. Like you guys
Uh,
be prepared because this thing is not slowing down when it goes up.
guys,
And
can one of the admins share the news that the whale that we don't have anybody that has more than 1.2% now anymore? I think this will give confidence to everybody that's on Discord. A bit
Yep.
of I think this should be shared on
The launch.
on the announcements. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can somebody send a picture of the well or the major holders to the lounge? I'll
Yeah,
make an announcement.
I'll do that.
I mean, you can. I mean, but I mean, we got a whole bunch of like 1.15, 1.15,
Yeah,
1.13.
but
Yeah,
it's good. At least some news,
Yeah.
you know. This will, I think
2
this
days
will be a
ago,
good news.
3
Another
days
one,
ago,
yeah.
we had many whales that were like 3%, 2%. Definitely getting that down. It's good news for some, I think.
sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take
Yeah,
that
so
down.
I'm not sure how many like certainties we have. Like, of course, who knows? Like, we can't say that it's gonna go up forever, and I can't say that it will or won't. And then we also can't say if it's gonna go down, to a specific price. But I think it's good to know or good to think about all the possibilities that could happen and just discuss that because a lot of people have questions and um when they're uncertain they do dumb things. So I think that's why it's good to talk about all the possibilities.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree. But sometimes you got to be realistic. I mean, 0's not happening. 20 is probably not even happening.
Well,
I mean,
if
we got to see the
Well,
numbers.
you
The only
have to
thing that could
remember, like
happen,
let's
I
say
can
let's say
understand.
that
I
let's
said that
just
when we
say
were 60. I said we will never go to 40, and
No,
here
you
we are.
said
I
that.
remember. I
You said
remember.
that? No,
Yeah, he said that 40 was like
I
the
said the
limit.
whole time we're going to 40. I knew that we were going to go to 40.
Well, 40
Um,
was our previous high. I mean, around that area,
yeah,
like from 200, like before that. But
yeah,
like, yeah, my point is just that to make sure that we're not like being realistic is the point. Like, making sure that we're
exactly.
not hoping for some like big pump because another huge pump. Let's say we go to 1,000. That's something that could be dangerous for us.
Oh yeah, yeah. That could. You're
Because
right. We
then
do
it'll
have to be prepared
consolidate
for that.
again and it'll just drop and tank, and then basically the same thing will happen over and over again. I think.
That wouldn't be
Yeah,
that
I
bad.
mean, that wouldn't be bad actually. I mean, we could pump it to 1,000,
Totally be okay with that.
slowly drop, like
Oh my.
slowly drop
Yeah.
down to 100, and then build it back up again
Yeah.
to 2,000.
Yeah.
So
Money.
Look
I
at the pump.
mean,
Look at the pump we're getting. Just good
I know.
news, you know. You
This is great. And if we look at the numbers that are coming in, it's not even that big of numbers. These are like smaller
yeah,
amounts. I mean, we just got a big
130,
one.
50.
We did just get a big one just now, like 23 grand. But I mean, if we look at compared to our major pump that we already had, this is not anything. Like this is nothing. So this thing will pump. We just don't know when. And I have a feeling how Techly was talking today, it just something's coming out, something's happening, and basically just get prepared because he'll warn you like, I don't recommend this, or he knows that something's gonna happen, or he would have said all that, and we didn't get any of that today.
And then when that happens, he's going to make a video and said, "I told you so."
Yeah, I know.
You had the chance. You had the chance.
Exactly.
All year you waited for this and you didn't. Now
I
it's
have a
gone.
feeling it's gonna drop because it's like counterintuitive. If we do drop, like basically, what is gonna catch us at that point, and even smart money is gonna be shaken out. You get me? Even the experts are gonna want out. So
Yeah.
I what's at play? Like it's all psychology. Like Tech Lead by himself could turn this whole ship around. I mean, I want to say this thing's gonna pump, but I wouldn't be surprised if this thing actually drops and goes against everybody's belief system, and we have smart money, dumb money, whoever selling, and only those people that truly believe that held, no matter what, even if everybody was this shit's going to zero, is the ones that are gonna
I
be
just
rewarded.
don't see anyone that's already had that taste of 200 and didn't sell. They're not
going to sell. They're not going
when
to
they
sell.
get
I
to
know.
200, they're going to question it. They're going to question it, and that's where we really have to look at it. But anything below, like where we're at right now, we got some serious holders, and they're not going to want to just give it up and sell for 40. They're going to want to at least get to that 200 point again, and I feel like they all are on the same level as us as well. I mean,
How much do you have to be a serious holder, you think?
One.
well, they did the numbers. You really have to have
10K coins.
didn't that lady show us the numbers? Like
10K
100
bitcoins you have to have
100
to be a
is
serious
pretty.
holder, no?
Bill, what do you mean
500
by serious holder? Like a whale?
Yeah, but that's serious, no? That's serious,
Yeah. What's the whale in your mind? How much is a whale in your mind?
1,000 coins.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, a whale
10K,
is
10K coins.
10K.
The liquidity pool.
Of the
10K.
supply.
10K.
Yeah.
10K. Okay, when there's 3 whales then. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know exactly.
Yeah.
And that's not even, and they won't probably even sell all of them. They might sell some when it gets up there to, 500. I don't think they'll totally cash out, but they could. Who knows?
In the future, a whale is one. Think about it. One will be a whale in the future.
Yeah, I know. And then after that happens, then it gets dispersed out between more people, and now there's definitely no more whales, and the next pump is probably going to be ridiculous.
Yeah, the good thing is there's just 1% that whales.
Exactly. And I don't think we have to worry about Tech Lead just dumping it on us. He's not going to do that.
And if the big whales are gone, the big whales, more than 2.5%, if they're gone, this 1% whales, they don't scare you that much anymore, no?
No.
They're only if they join together and they dump
At the
together.
same time.
But if they do this one by one, that's nothing. That can be absorbed.
And when did they buy in? Not all of them, all those whales buy in. They're probably in at 20. I wish we knew that,
but who knows? Maybe some of them bought at 200.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, there could have been someone that bought at that first dip it was like 75 or something.
There has to be. There has to be.
There has to be. Exactly, there has to be, and they're just sitting on it, and they're not tripping at all.
Yep.